I hope you aren't sick of Christmas yet. It's true what the classic carol says. There are 12 days of Christmas, ending on January 6th, the day of Epiphany. Epiphany is an old word that's best described as a face-to-face encounter with God. We usually use the word to describe an aha moment, like when the light bulb in our mind turns on when we finally realize something we didn't know before. In the Christian tradition, the Epiphany is a time to celebrate the visit of the Magi from the east, who followed the star in the sky and found the child with his mother Mary. The overwhelming joy in their hearts causes their knees to buckle. Finally, they open their treasure and offer their gifts to Jesus before going home. What a powerful picture of what devotion looks like. That's a mental picture worth treasuring. Imagine yourself as one of the people, carrying all that treasure and beholding the starlight that shimmers on the face of Jesus Christ. Your knees hit the ground, not because of how tired you are from the journey, but because you recognize the twinkle in the eyes of the Lord of all creation staring back at you. That's what this holiday is all about, the 12 days of Christmas, along with the following weeks leading up to Lent, are about helping us recognize how gifted we are. We are treasured by God. That's why the Word became flesh. When we surrender to God and give our lives to Jesus Christ, we're giving what the Lord truly seeks. It's like the treasure hunt's over, and it's time to enjoy the spoils. I think that's what being the church is all about. We hunt for hidden treasure within by practicing devotion when we come together for worship or take breaks for prayer and reflection. When we find the treasure of God's grace within ourselves, we work together to help other people experience the same joy those Magi did so long ago. We do that by practicing kindness, by serving others near and far. Like when we welcome our neighbors at our weekly food pantry or support vulnerable children in Mozambique. Over the next few weeks, we're going to take the image of the Magi with us as we practice treasuring the Lord and the people God planted in our lives. I'd love to see more people from our community respond the way the Magi did. I love hearing your stories, like the one Joe Maddox told me. Joe recently told the clerk at a store that they are a treasure and left our signature card that says, "You are a treasure" on the front and "I am treasured" on the back. When Joe came back to that store, the same clerk waved and held the card up that kept as a reminder. That sounds a little like the joy we read about in Matthew when the Magi met God face to face, when they saw the face of Jesus, illuminated by the glow of the star he himself set in the night sky just for them. That's what it means to walk as a child of the light. We shine the light of Christ when we help each other recognize just how treasured we are. If we haven't met before, my name's Joe Varner. I'm the senior pastor of Thalia United Methodist Church in Virginia Beach. I want you to know that you really are a treasure. I also want you to help someone else learn how treasured they are too. There's something special about hearing someone else tell us and show us that we are treasured. When I say it to myself, that's okay, but it means so much more when I experience it by the way someone else treats me. The same's probably true for you and the people around you. A great way to take your faith to the next level is working on these two things: devotion and kindness. Practice devotion by connecting with God in a way that's genuinely meaningful for you. Then practice intentional acts of kindness. Make a point to show someone in your life how treasured they are by you. Think about what might be meaningful to them and do it. Their joy will probably resemble what the Magi experienced when they had their own epiphany. But the real joy will probably happen within you when you realize that the same light that led the Magi to Jesus is shining through you, because your act of kindness led someone a little closer to God. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. See you next time.
you.